Hey, Mike, how's it going? Just setting up here. Give me just a minute. JDS, how you doing? Mike's getting a new computer set up. All right. Yeah. Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. This is the Santa tracker going right here, and we're heading for Alta, Norway in 4 minutes. Lenny. JDS. Lenny, are you going to join the panel? Can if you'd like. Little Lama Laura, Merry Christmas to you too on this Christmas Eve. Let's see, it is 10 o'clock p.m. there, as far as I can tell, right?
Ho, ho, ho.
Hey, Paul Hodges, ho, ho. How you doing?
Hey, not bad.
Good.
I'm going to be here, but in the dark. I just cooked my supper.
Okay, now you just go ahead and you just chow down, my friend.
Yep. Okay, I'll go find us on YouTube here first, if I can find us. Hey, look at that, Paul Murray Live.
Yeah, Laura was out hanging with JD. How you doing? He's coming in.
Yeah. Like.
Hey, JD, how's it going?
Hey, Paul.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Yep. Little Lama Laura was out early today. Little Lama Laura is over in the UK, and she was out, according to Rob, she was out shopping today, getting her last minute Christmas shopping done.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
Yep. Ray Kelly, how you doing, Ray? Welcome. Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, little Lama Laura. Let me see. Lynn's in there. Ray Kelly. All right.
Hey, Hodges.
Hey, how's it going, JD?
Not too bad.
Don't mind me. I'm just filling my face. So.
All right. Hey, Lynn, Mike, Ray, Laura.
Hey, how's it going down there? Or are you back up east? Ray's got two locations. So he's got a Florida location and out on the East Coast. Hey, Ray, if you want to join the panel for a few minutes, just come in and say hello. Right at the top of the chat is the link. Just come on in if you'd like.
So Paul, my aerials got canceled today.
Yeah, that's what you said earlier.
Well, I talked to the homeowner today because I had to go put a sign up anyways, but I'm gonna do it Sunday. I think I can.
Okay. All right.
And by the looks of it, I got a second one too now. So
Well,
same day.
good.
Mhm.
AZ, how you doing, AZ?
Hey, AZ.
I would imagine everybody's got the last minute Christmas Eve things going on, but I thought I'd come on for those people that just looking for someplace to go and hang, and you can come and join JD and I and Lynn and everybody else in the chat.
Hey, AZ drone dude. All right.
Little Amalora says, have no secrets around here, Lynn.
It was a beautiful day here, 70 degrees, but the wind was, I was really hoping to get out and fly, but
Yeah.
too much wind.
I flew today and it was a little bit windy, but it was gusting to maybe 30. But sustained winds of about 18 to 20 earlier today. Now they've seemed to let up. So there was a front going through.
And what do they say the Mini 2 can handle? Is it like 20?
20 to 25. It depends on how good you are at flying.
Yeah, that's about where it was today, and I didn't want to test it.
Lynn says AZ's got comfy weather.
Yeah.
Well, I think JD does too. You're in Florida, right, JD?
I'm in Kansas.
Kansas. Okay.
We're having weird weather.
Yeah, because Dave said it was warm out there. Okay, so Laura's going to be live again tomorrow in the states in the Eastern time zone. If she says about 6 o'clock, you got to add, take away 5 hours. So that'd be about 1 p.m. on Christmas Day. She does that. JD, have you been over there to play the games on her?
I haven't played the games, but I've been over there a few times to hang out.
Okay. Between you and I, JD, don't tell anybody. I think it's rigged because the same people keep winning. But that just between us, JD.
I heard that Rob gets picked on a lot.
Oh yeah, Rob
That's the
gets
main
slapped
attraction.
every day. That's what keeps him so young.
Yeah, Lynn, he hasn't been around, has he? Ennis?
No, he hasn't been in the chat in quite a while. He pops in periodically, but I think it's been a couple, 3 days now. Yeah, Lynn's gonna try and remind me. She didn't remind me today, but I was out flying anyway when that took place. When Laura had her live stream going today. And then Lynn got after me. I came back from flying and I posted the video. And then Lynn told me to get my butt out there, that need to straighten up some of my lights out there, that the wind had blown them around on the bushes. So. Yeah, so you didn't get a chance to fly. I did fly. I try to fly every day if I can, but the weather permitting.
Yeah, the wind's supposed to die down right when the sun's going down, so I don't know. I was gonna try to get out, but I don't know. I went out last night and got a lot of footage.
Did you? Well, good.
It's getting a little bit less scary to have the drone go out of sight and just count on my, screen to know,
Right. Now, do you have a wind anemometer? The thing you hold it up and
No.
it tells you. You might think about picking one of those up because when what I find is I think it's much more windy than what it really is because we're on the ground and our hair, well, not my hair, but you know what I mean. Um, it really tells you what the wind speed really is. They're on Amazon pretty cheap. Now, Lenny, JD says no snow, right?
No snow. No, it's like 70. I think we hit 72 today.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, Jesus. Must be nice.
Yeah, it's really strange. Yeah, we've had some fairly warm winters, but it was a record, I guess.
Dave's got a girlfriend. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Good for him. Good for him. That's like Sam, who is Rob's nephew. Sam's got a girlfriend now, so he comes and goes.
So where's Santa Claus now there, Paul?
Santa Claus right now is Wolfsburg, Germany.
Germany. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, boy, he's really streaming the packages.
Good old Santa.
Yep. Oh, that's a more full belly. Ugh.
Mike Rennick has been over there. Yep.
I did up hamburger helper tonight.
Well, it looked good, Paul.
It was.
I fired up the deep fryer and I fried up some fish and chips.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I haven't eaten yet.
Yeah. Well, I was a little early because I want to go in a little while, go see Bonnie.
Yeah.
Well, I still can.
What time she usually go to sleep, Paul?
They usually come in and get her ready for bed about 8:30. Depends
okay.
how busy they are. But she's still in a bit of isolation yet, but they're waiting for another COVID test. They're doing everybody before they move anybody around. But it's only essential caregivers can come into the building now. So unless other people can't go in, even my son can't go in.
Wow.
So tomorrow, we're hoping the weather will cooperate a bit sometime in the morning. I got to go in and then, I got to stop at his. I'll pick up the Christmas presents from the kids and stuff. Then I'm going to go in. It takes me 15, 20 minutes to get in because you got to go in and have a test take,
Sure.
rapid test. But then they're going to come around to the window. We'll have the phones going, eh? So you're going to have to do a window thing.
Yeah, he's 2 minutes to Zurich, Switzerland, Paul.
He's making good time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Flying with Stan, how you doing? Welcome, my friend. Mike worked on building guitars in the early 2000s.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, now I'm done eating. The dogs are going, "Where's my supper?" No. You were bad today,
Who was bad?
Gracie.
What'd she do?
I had a box of chocolate sitting right here. I come home and they're on the living room floor.
gone.
No, she never ate them. Ripped the box open, and I can't see where she ate any. So
You got a childproof. You got a childproof.
oh, I thought she wouldn't even bother. It hadn't been open. Still had the plastic wrap on it, but yeah, well,
Well, those dogs, that's the thing about it is a dog has super hearing, super smell.
no.
I don't see how they stay calm at all when they get out of the house,
Oh yeah, yeah.
They can smell another dog farting 2 blocks away.
But see, they're so used to getting fed after I get fed. I have a smoke, then I sit there and then I go feed them. No, get down. Worst thing about it, she knew she did wrong. As soon as I come in the door, she ran for the back door. As soon as I come in the front door. And I walked in, looked, and went, ah, crap.
Waukesha, is that where Thomas Edison moved to?
Looks like
That
he had-
that's where that idiot drove over everybody, wasn't it? That Christmas parade, wasn't it, Waukesha?
Well, he said a famous invention. Yes, Paul,
ah,
Oh,
Les
Les Paul.
because Les Paul was there. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I gotta go feed some dogs. Right back.
What you want? You're a good girl most of the time. Yeah, it just seems like we were just going through Labor Day. Now we're almost Christmas Day.
yeah,
Time seems to keep going faster and faster as you
it
go.
does.
Now, JD, you work from home, right?
Yep.
They say there's going to be more and more people in the future working from home.
Yeah, it makes sense for a lot of places, and it's strange that a lot of places still fight it to keep people in the office. But I think a lot of it is the management.
Yeah,
They need to be, if you're not in the office, what's to manage? So I think a lot of that is, people dragging their feet on that,
could be.
especially at least at my work. I know because they kind of gave me a hard time about it, and they were making people go back to work, but
Mike
there's zero.
said- Mike
zero
says
reason.
that his pupper dog got a Christmas shower today, JD.
Nice, smelling good.
Yeah. Welch Rob, how you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Get your butt over here. Unless he's got company.
Hey, Rob. Lynn has 4 dogs.
Yeah.
Wow.
4 dogs, a cat, and a big macaw parrot.
Ooh,
Oh, 2 cats. I'm sorry. I
holy
forgot.
cow.
She takes in all the dogs nobody wants, They turn out to be good dogs. Yeah, those are her babies. Little Mama Laura says, "Oh no, it's Welsh Rob." Oh, he's got family there. That's what I kind of thought. Is Sam there with his girlfriend to introduce you, Rob, or what? Yeah, Lane lost one.
Is that your Santa?
Yep, he's in the living room serenading the neighborhood. I have to go shut him down in a while. He gets obnoxious, you know, after 9 or 10 o'clock. Yep, Paul too is here. I don't know, drone shots. You'd have to ask Roger. Rob, is that nice to call Sam that? Well, actually, drone shots, officially Christmas Eve is all day long. Because it's the day before Christmas. Pamela Hauser. Well, thank you, Pamela. Santa is making his way. Where is he at now? He is at Valdez, Liechtenstein. Working his way back and forth.
Thanks, Rob.
K&D Scrapping, hello. Welcome, welcome. Merry Christmas Eve. And a Merry Christmas as well tomorrow.
Hey, K&D.
Yep, Laura's off to bed. Well, thank you, Laura, for stopping by. And Lynn's going to try like hell to remind me tomorrow.
See you, Laura.
MGE, how you doing? MGE has been watching on a smart TV.
Ooh, we're on the big screen. Yikes.
Yeah. I guess I better even I should hit my own like button, right?
Oh, yeah. There we go. Hey, MGE. Merry Christmas to you, Rob. Thanks.
See where Santa's at now. He's at Amsterdam. Working his way.
JDS.
Dad dropped you off late, huh, Laura?
Merry Christmas, JDS.
JDS says you're his mini me. So how has Kansas City been this last holiday season?
Like I said, the weather's been really weird. We've had up and down. We've had below freezing, now up to 72. It's nuts.
He just turned around. He's heading back north again. He's headed for Veltrin, Belgium. What I enjoyed about Kansas City, well, I didn't necessarily enjoy it, but I was mystified. The first time I saw State Street went right down through the center of town. Kansas on one side, Missouri on the other.
Yeah, Missouri's always had looser alcohol
Yep.
laws, so it's been a big deal that, you know, Sunday, Kansas didn't have liquor for a long time, so if people were out, they'd go just across the state line, and so it's kind of silly, but
Yep. Yep.
yeah, there's some cool stuff here. The plaza,
Yeah, the plaza is something to see, isn't it?
it's kind of going down. It's not, you know, a lot of stores are leaving and it's
Oh, really? They're closing up. Wow.
closing up, but I'm sure it'll stay.
See, I was there in the 80s, the late 80s, and the plaza was the place to go. You know?
It's really good during the holidays.
Yeah.
It's a cool place. There's the Liberty Memorial that has the World War I museum. I haven't been there yet, but I'd like to get out there. Our sports stadiums are really nice too. I don't know if you went out to Kaufman or
Yeah,
Any of
well,
those
I used to drive back and forth to Kansas City to Michigan and I-70, and of course you look down, there's all the stadiums right
Yeah.
there. JDS is off to build a drone, but he'll be listening. So he tells everybody to behave. It's Christmas Eve. Yes, Pamela, the plaza is something to see, and it really is. When the plaza's in its glory, it's hard to explain it to anybody.
yeah,
It's like an entity unto itself.
yeah.
AZ's gonna hold JD's place for him.
Did you eat a lot of barbecue out here when you were out here?
Yeah, out in Michigan, there's a little bit of barbecue going on, but not like out there.
Yeah,
And the other thing too that amazed me, coming from the Midwest, like up Detroit, north of Detroit, everybody there used to be, I don't know if it still is, super friendly. You could pull up to a Shoney's and have a 15 to 20-minute conversation with strangers about nothing. You know, where here, you know, when I left Michigan to go out there, everybody was on their blind. Don't look at me, don't talk to me, that, you know.
yep.
Well, Pamela, say a prayer for us, because, you know, you got to say a prayer for us sinners.
Merry Christmas, Pamela.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Lynn, there's a lot of fountains. I think there might, I don't know if there's a record if Kansas City's got like the most fountains. I don't know. There's something. There's a lot of
I
fountains.
thought it was the most fountains in a square mile or something.
Is that your drone footage of Santa? Did you get out?
That's Paul's footage. I was expecting to see Paul riding in the right-hand seat. You're more than welcome, Pamela. You're always welcome here anytime. Stay safe. Yeah, Lynn was stationed at Whiteman Air Force Base for 7 years.
I think that's where they used to do the air show from. I've been out there a couple times for that. They had a Harrier out there one year. That was awesome.
Yeah, the military's got some neat aircraft for sure. You know, and I enjoyed KC International Airport. The reason being is most airports evolved, but KC International Airport was built to, it was like it had those terminal here, terminal there, terminal, and they were all kind of like interconnected and yeah. But they had their own personal parking lots and yeah.
They just redid our big airport.
Well, in the airport, remember, the other one that amazed me, I didn't see too much activity there, but that airport, as you're coming around I-70 around the north side of the city, was right down there on the river.
The downtown, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was there for the longest time, and I was driving around down there once. I was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, I happened to be going around there, and here comes a plane taking off. You know, because you're much higher up there on 70, and yeah, Mike, the A-10 Warthog. That's a heck of an aircraft too. Lynn used to fly attack helicopters in the Army, and she liked, you know, if you ask her how she liked it, she says she liked blowing things up.
Oh, nice, Lynn. Yeah, they're awesome to see them take off. They just go straight up.
Yeah, the Warthogs, when you see them firing, you know, with the cannons, all you hear is just a thunder. Mike. Yeah. But yeah, so everybody has plans for Christmas Eve or Christmas or both, or, you know, pretty much me, it's just me and I here hanging. And Lynn's hanging with her pupper dogs and kitty cats.
Yep, same here. I got our family stuff got kind of postponed because a lot of people got colds and stuff. So we're
Yep.
to steer clear of that. So we hung out a little bit today outside, and then that was it.
Yeah. Paul's eating his leftover chocolates.
Gotta share.
Paul, little bit of dog hair in that one, was it? I saw you. You're on mute. Your mic's not working, you know. Oh, okay.
Oh, I got. Is that the Lindor? The truffles?
Yeah, we can't hear you, Paul. No. Oh, I heard a click. Nope, nothing yet. Oh, click, click.
How about now?
There we
Now
go.
we hear you. Yep.
I hit the button.
Oh, okay. So those are Lindor chocolates? Is that what they are?
Yeah, those Lindor are full of cream or whatever.
Oh man, it's that, yeah, that chocolate in the middle just melts.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Lynn and I usually get together and have a holiday meal, but this year not so much. Lynn hasn't been feeling good, and you know,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
There you go, Mike. You got to make a video of it if you do that.
Where's he headed now? Marseille, France.
I got a little different view than Paul.
Yeah.
All right, so you can move them. You can move them around, eh? You can zoom in and change direction, and
That's the Hodges drone shot.
yeah. Oh, somebody messes me.
Those reindeer got to be getting tired. But they're not even halfway through, I don't think.
MGE's gonna be making whoopee.
Whoop batteries. Annual Christmas Eve whooping.
And Sam is a pretty good crooner. He's got a good voice there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Lynn had me out, go out, fix all the lights and, you know, probably watching me on the camera and telling me what to do.
Excuse me. Let me see. I want to find photos. Is this
I've only got one strip of lights in the front and both ends kind of came loose a little bit, but I'm just gonna leave it for now.
So, Paul, I had to put up a brand new post today. You know,
Yeah.
the vinyl ones. Yeah, I had to assemble everything, right?
Uh-huh.
But that is how it looks, eh? So,
It's a nice looking post, but
yeah, they're vinyl, eh? But I had to put the clips on the top. I had to put the cross arm in. There's a lock in it. And then they put the cap on it. And there's a steel shake that goes in the ground, and you put the post over top of it, eh?
wow.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Fancy.
I suppose once you get used to it.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, what'd you pay? 800 for 5 posts.
Wow.
The ones
Yeah.
they use here are real cheap.
Well, you know, a lot of for sale signs are just those really heavy duty wires. They just stick them in the ground.
Yeah. Same ones they use for the political ads.
Yeah, Lynn says they used to refuel there at that airport and use the firing range.
Never been there either. Lake of the Ozarks. I'm real close to that, but I've never.
Well, the Lake of the Ozarks has got to be pretty. It's a reservoir lake system, but you know, when you live on the Great Lakes, you get kind of spoiled.
It is, yeah.
Because I always shake my head. Hundreds of thousands of people at holidays in the summertime go to the Lake of the Ozarks. And it's not sandy beaches and it's
No.
not, you know.
My family's from Bridgman, Michigan, and it's right on the beach.
Yep.
And man, it's like an ocean. I mean, it's huge.
Yep.
And yeah, there's giant sand dunes. I mean, it's nothing like anything. Little lakes around here.
Yep. You know, everybody's got to take advantage of whatever you can take advantage of in your area, you know?
Yeah, I love it up there in Michigan, man. It's beautiful up there.
Yes, it is. It is. And you know, the sad part is the people that live here, most of the time never even look up. You know, you're driving up and down the roads and these freighters and everything going by. Occasional they'll look, but it's just no big deal because you're used to it.
Hey, Paul, yesterday I come home, was out for a few minutes and I came home to this.
What the hell's that?
It's a mouse.
Ooh. It's like a big one.
Well, who hung them up?
I did. I thought I just took a
Oh.
picture.
Well, the cat get them or what?
Yeah, oh yeah, cat got him. Yeah.
Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
Even mouse. No, the mouse was.
Yeah, Marcel's here. Hey, Marcel, how you doing? Marcel's been in the middle of rainstorms, one right after the other.
Oh no. Hey, Marcel.
I think they said Vancouver's going to have the coldest weather they've ever had. I heard something on the news about it.
Well, Marcel lost his FPV drone in the drink. So,
Ooh.
so Rob, it might be true. Or Lynn says, are you going drone fishing? Marcel, how was it at Walmart on Christmas Eve? MGE put up a link in there as the Christmas whooping a year ago. Hey, Marcel. Welcome, welcome, my friend.
Maybe you can 3D print a boat.
Everybody, make sure you try and hit the like button if you can. That'd be appreciated. Yeah, I understand, Marcel. Everybody here has pretty much put their boats away for winter now. That's one thing Paul doesn't have to do this year. He sold his boat.
Nope. No, don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, I think there's a saying about boats about it's nicer to use somebody else's or something. They're nice to you. I don't know. There's some kind of saying about.
Well, one saying, JD, is that a boat is a hole in the water which you pour money.
Yeah. Add another 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Curtis Dart is in your area, I think, Marcel.
I see Gary from Brand Aerials is heading over to Newfoundland.
He is.
Yeah, I heard he's going to try and meet up with Bill.
All right.
5:45. Yeah, I gotta leave in a few minutes. Go see Bonnie. Oh,
She'll be glad to see you.
oh yeah. There you go.
Got your Santa hat.
There it is, Marcel.
There, should I wear this one?
Yeah, there you go.
Words are hard.
It's
I
warm.
like that.
Is it warming up there too, Paul? It's up to 44 degrees here now.
Well, it can't be too far from you guys. Where's Google? There it is.
The the front went through, we had that little bit of wind, and now it's steadily rising.
Yep, 41 degrees. Feels like 37.
Yep. Oh, Santa just did the big swing. Now where is he headed?
It looked like he did a U-turn a second ago.
Yep, he's headed for Tangier, Morocco.
It's still 68 here. Almost 5 o'clock.
Yeah, is it still light there, JD?
A little bit.
Yeah, that's what I hate worse about winter is the damn gets dark early and it doesn't get light till in the morning,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've got the longest day behind us now, so the days will start getting longer now.
Yeah, by seconds the first few days and then minutes and
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Curtis is in the US and Marcel's in Canada,
Yeah. Yeah.
the West.
See the Santa tracker, they should make it, you can look all the way around them, up, down, all over. You should be able to control it up and down, go down, and buzz some cities and stuff, right?
I could see somebody like JDS just that thing would be all over the place.
Throwing presents out.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a switch go light speed.
Hey, crony.
Hey, O'Coney.
Oh, Crony, how's it going? The interesting thing is about this tracker, you see snowflakes going down. He's over the Mediterranean. I don't think there's a lot of snow in
Yeah,
here.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Magical snow.
Yeah.
But if you watch it, it disappears before it hits the ground. So it's just melting before it hits the ground. Because if you look at I don't know what I'm looking at here right now, it's all green grass there anyways. I see brown and green and
Yeah.
every other, but no white on the ground.
Yeah, and you look over here into Africa, you can see the deserts.
Marcel said, I'm surprised to not see you on Rogers this morning, Paul and Paul. They had Val and even TJ on. They said they weren't going to have anyone on the panel. They had been who you are, I guess. I don't know.
Yep.
Who's TJ? I don't know who that TJ is.
TJ was on, yeah.
Who's TJ?
He does FPV flying. He's down in Florida, I believe.
Oh, okay. Whoa, we're turning. We're banked there. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Got dizzy from that there. He was banking there pretty good there. I'm behind, not beside him.
Oh, okay.
So when he banks, it kind of goes, whoa.
Where's he headed now? He's headed for Cordoba, Spain.
Hey, yeah.
I don't really care for the snow too much, but we haven't had snow on Christmas for several years, and it's kind of weird not having it.
You know what I remember about Kansas City is when I moved there, of course, I had Michigan plates on my car because it was a lease car out of Michigan. And it got a little bit of snow and it goes to code red there. And I'm driving around just like a normal day in Michigan, you know, and I got pulled over by the police and they says, we know. But here people aren't used to snow and they don't know how to drive in snow. So unless it's an emergency, you're to stay off the roads. Okay.
Yeah, it's not quite that bad now, but people still don't know how to drive, and I'm glad I don't have to drive to work anymore. It's
Yeah.
not dealing with that is
Well, we're heading for Tanzania now. Okay.
Rob's off to bed. Okay. Stay safe, Rob.
Night, Rob.
take care, Rob.
I would imagine a lot of people might have some plans tonight, things going on.
Yeah.
And a lot of people might just be hanging at home. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go up and see Bonnie tonight. Then I'm going to go up about 10 o'clock in the morning. And
Yeah.
I got to go to the kid's house first, get the presents
Yeah.
so I can take them into her, right? So,
Yep. Yeah. You're what's visiting hours from when to when, Paul?
oh, anytime,
Oh, okay.
no set hours.
He is sleeping in the dining room, listening to Santa Claus sing.
With the dog?
Yeah.
Mia?
Yeah.
It's that smooth voice that he's got.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see her or not. See her?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my girl. Hey, Curtis. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Merry Christmas to you, Curtis. Christmas Eve.
Hey, Curtis.
Yep.
you guys get yourself any Christmas presents this year?
Nah, throughout the
Not really.
year, you know, I buy a drone here, sell a drone there, you know, it just,
Yeah.
there isn't, I look around my house and I've got so much stuff that I really should be getting rid of. But as you get older, you start to be a little bit of a collector.
Yeah, my house is getting a little bit on the hoarder level. Gotta get it cleaned up and, like you said, get rid of some crap that I don't use.
Glad you can't even stop and get a Tim Hortons tonight.
They closed.
Yeah, they're all closed at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Jeremy Cox, how's it going?
Hey, Jeremy.
Yeah, it looks like we're going over a desert right now. Holy jeez. No trees, no nothing. Brown. Heading to Algeria.
Jeremy Cox, how you doing?
Yeah. We're doing just lovely.
Hanging in. Curtis, any big plans for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
No, this is NORAD, Jeremy. You can watch Santa on Google, but he's in a different location according to them.
There you go. Jeremy has no plans for the holidays. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, the board hearing cam has been out and they're gonna fix it. If you want to see, there's another cam, you have to go to Boat Nerd, Port Huron Camera Boat Nerd, Port Huron. And they have a camera down on the city building down south a little bit, and they pan it back and forth. Let me see if I can pull it up. And I'll show you.
I can't figure out why Santa Claus is dropping presents in the middle of the Sahara Desert. I don't think there's anybody out there. Don't see any houses.
Well, you know, the poor Arab
Yeah.
camel jockey things.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Maybe they're out there.
Okay, screen share. Here is Boat Nerd at nighttime. And they're just panning because there isn't anything going on.
Yeah.
But that's Boat Nerd. You can go there. Port Huron Live Cam.
Yeah.
It's boatnerd.com.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, Justin, how's it going, buddy? Goat herders, Mike says.
No.
Dire Molly. I would imagine he's probably going to be working his way south on the African continent? Because it's only 6 o'clock here, so he's. And then I think he works his way up South America, North America, and that's it. Maybe Hawaii is last, I would imagine.
Yeah, Mike, I've got some Tim Hortons coffee here in a jar. Got at Walmart or whatever it is. But yep.
Okay, Jeremy. Yep. Yeah, there's not a lot on the Great Lakes right now. It's just pretty much scarce.
Like the other day, they were just loaded.
Yeah, I know. Well, I take that back. Let me screen share again. Screen share. Okay, the Blair McHale just went up, and the Saginaw is at Marysville. Now, we don't know if it's going to put in for fuel or not, but it's doing almost 10 knots.
Yeah.
And because up here, who's up here? You got the Bay Camo.
Bacomo. Yep.
Yep. Elite Gertha went through earlier, and the American Courage. But as you can see, not a lot of activity. There's a little bit going on. K Barker. You got up here, you got the American Century.
Whitefish Bay. Huh. There's a few coming, but
Yeah. Whitefish Bay, American
they'll-
Century.
they'll go down through the middle of the night, though.
Yep. John D. Leach.
Yeah.
One coming out of there, Manitoulin going to Buffalo. Manitowoc. Yeah, not a lot. What's down here coming in? American Spirit is going for Two Harbors. You got the Edwin H. Scott, it's headed for Two Harbors. The Cuyahoga eastbound, you got the westbound, you got the St. Laurent. So, but here's that whole bunch of them that came down earlier.
Yeah. Well,
What's up, guys?
Hey,
hey,
Justin, how's it
Justin.
going? Welcome. Merry Christmas Eve.
Merry ho ho ho. Yeah.
I didn't even know you went live yesterday evening, I guess it was.
Yeah,
I never got no notification or anything.
really.
Oh,
Yeah, I was out flying.
JD was flying.
yeah. Cool. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna go see Bonnie. So
Okay, Paul, tell Bonnie we said hello and Merry Christmas.
yep, for sure. See you guys. Have a good Christmas, and we'll see you
Have a good
sometime
night.
tomorrow.
All
Okay,
right. Take care, Hodges.
Yep. Bye. And leave.
There we go.
so Justin, are you getting ready for Christmas there? Or?
I mean, all my stuff's pretty much done.
Yeah,
The only thing I have to do is just get the kids' bikes in the house this evening.
yeah.
They're out in the car, so I'm just gonna leave them out there until they go to sleep.
What time do they usually hit the rack?
Well, it depends on how fast the melatonin kicks in this tonight.
There you go. Drug them asleep.
I mean, you almost have to though on Christmas because they get so
Get
worked
wound
up
up.
and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every year I give them melatonin before because otherwise they won't go to sleep.
Yeah, it's hard to set up. Yep. So how is it warm down there?
Let me look. It's 69 right now, so it's not too bad.
That's about the same temperature that JD has in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice outside. I just got back from going to our friend's house picking up their bikes because I was
Ah.
storing them over at their house. They don't have any little kids or anything, so
It's nice those come pre-assembled now, so you don't have to
Yeah.
spend hours putting bikes together.
Well, see, my daughters, we ended up getting for my youngest, we got one that was too small. So we sold it to a friend that was looking for one last minute and she couldn't find one. She gave us some money back for it. And then we were able to order one on Amazon. That one I had to put together, but it
Ooh.
wasn't hard.
Oh,
It took about 20, 30 minutes to get everything adjusted on it.
Yeah, because in Florida, they're going to want to ride the bikes right away. Up here in the north, you might get a bike for Christmas, but it might sit until spring.
Right. Well, that's the thing though, too, is like you almost have to go over these bikes anyway, because like the guy that I used to work with at Walmart that used to assemble bikes, he was horrible at it. Like customers would get him off the racks and they'd be letting the freaking handlebars would be turning without the wheel because he didn't tighten anything up. He just would put them together as quick as he could. So then I'd have to take him in the back, get all the tools out, tighten everything, readjust the brakes. So I always go over them anyway myself, just to be on the safe side.
It is best to be safe. Yep. Marcel said you should have got him a skateboard.
Hey, they wanted bikes last year. They wanted hoverboards. I got them that. This year they wanted bikes. So they pretty much wore those hoverboards out.
I thought those one wheels looked cool. But the
The
price
what?
is a little bit much.
One wheel,
Oh,
stand on them with the big wheel in the middle.
I heard those things are really dangerous. So I don't know. I've never rode one, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
especially, yeah, I'm a little too old for any of that now, but
Yeah, you take one fall when you're getting older, and that's
I would
10
imagine
times worse.
future Christmases, it's going to be they'll want an electric bike.
Those prices got to come down, though, man. Those things are expensive. To get the conversion kits to make a regular bike into an electric bike costs as much almost as just to buy the whole electric bike itself. They're like $600-700 for a kit.
wouldn't just batteries and well, it can't be too much in the kit, could there?
Well, the ones I was looking at, it was like whatever size wheel you needed. And then it came with like the wire to run up to the handlebars, and then like all the battery and everything was built into the back wheel
Huh.
because it's got like this huge hub on the back of it. But yeah, they're still really expensive though. To get a decent electric bike, you're looking at $600-700 easy. If you want a really nice one, you're looking at a couple thousand.
Right, Marcel.
Just use a 20 volt drill. Just sit there, pulling the back on the with the B wall, just holding it
Yeah.
while you're going down the road. You know,
Yeah,
I've seen.
Lynn's got a lot of friends that have RVs, and she calls them nomads because they go for the winter here or they stay here and they move around.
Mhm.
They all have electric bikes and have they pretty much switched over to those, Lynn, instead of golf carts?
Well, think about it. They're small and they can get you. I mean, some of these things have like a 10 to 20 mile range on them.
Yeah.
And if you're not pedaling, I mean, you're really not exerting any energy to go 5 miles down the road to go do something.
No, Marcel, no one wheels for Paul. Paul is way too old for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was into all that stuff when I was younger. I went snowboarding, skateboarding.
Yep.
I did freestyle,
Right.
motocross. I broke
Hey,
quite a
Merry
few bones.
Christmas. Chuck Kovaction is in the chat.
Hey,
No more golf carts. Okay, Lenny. Yeah, you look back at when we were younger, we were much more daredevils,
Well, your
Yeah.
body could handle it back then too, though.
Yep.
If I tried to do a 360 kickflip now, I'd probably kill myself. Honestly, I don't even remember if I remember even how to do one.
yeah, all the different pains I get now remind me of those daredevil
Yeah.
days.
Do you see what Lynn says? Tough enough to keep me on my feet now without having wheels.
I mean, look how beat up those the dudes from Jackass. Look how beat up their bodies are now.
Yeah,
Oh my God, those guys are so beat up. And then they went and did it again, and now they're all in their like 40s and I think like early 50s now.
yeah.
Well, Chuck,
they-
if we don't see it, Chuck, you have a Merry Christmas. He's got company coming for dinner.
There we go. Spread the holiday cheer.
Has the new Jackass movie came out yet?
I think so.
I still want to see it though, just because
Yeah,
I've been watching it since CKY. You remember those?
I didn't get into those, but yeah, I've heard of that was before
Oh.
the.
Yeah, I was way back in like the mid to late 90s.
Was that like VHS they put those out on, or how did they?
Yeah. That was like that was when all those guys were like 14, 15, 16 years old. They were all just starting to get sponsors and everything. Like Bam Margera, oh my God, he looks like crap now.
Yeah, he's gone off the rails.
Yeah, he does.
I thought he was making a comeback, and then he flipped out again and
Well, they
kicked
actually,
him off the movie, and
yeah,
restraining order, and
because he was like, oh, they wanted me to piss in a cup every day and monitor my medication. So obviously they were trying to look out for you. I mean, that was the rules that all your friends that you did these video movies with for years came up with. Like you needed to follow those rules and you didn't want to.
Right.
So what happened.
especially coming from Steve-O, it's like, man, you should probably listen to
Mm-hmm.
somebody like that's telling you to chill out.
Well, he's matured a lot over the last like
Yeah.
7-8 years since he's gotten sober.
He's got a pretty good YouTube
Oh, his podcast.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah, I watch it sometimes when he has certain guests on.
yeah,
It's his Van something.
yeah. He had Urkel, the guy that played Urkel from Family Matters, was on. That was his last one he did.
I watched the one he did with Frankie, what was his name? Frankie Muniz from
Yeah, I saw the thumbnail for that. He looks a lot different.
oh, I found out like a lot of stuff because like everybody was saying that he had like the stroke and he forgot that he was on the show. It turned out he didn't forget anything. Like he happened to say one thing and the rumors,
Yeah, social media is
yeah, it was just all turned out
there's
to
no
be all
take
rumors.
backs once stuff like that gets spread.
JDS.
He's supposed to be working on a drone, but
Yeah, I'm all at the house by myself for the next like couple hours. So it's nice and quiet.
There's a Christmas present.
Definitely. I love when I get the house to myself.
How old are the kids, Justin?
13, 12, and 7. And the 13-year-old's a girl. My middle one's a son, and then my youngest is another girl. So yeah, I'm having fun with that. A girl becoming a teenager. It's added a few more grays of hairs to my head that I didn't have before.
Yeah, watching my sister raise my nieces and nephews is enough for me.
It's some work, though, I'll tell you that. Like, I've seen people that have one kid, and it seems to be not as hard because you're just dealing with one kid. But when you
Right.
got multiple kids, it's really hard because you got kids that are all different ages, all different personalities, constantly clashing with each other. I spend half my day here just breaking up them from fighting with each other.
Do you have enough room that they all have their own room, or do they have to share? Does somebody have to share a room? Or
Well, right now, our mother-in-law moved in with us after our father-in-law died. So she's got the master room at the moment just so she can have her own private bathroom. So we have the second biggest room, and then my two girls share a room. My son has his own room. But she's moving out in like, I want to say somewhere around June, July time. So once she moves out, then we'll have the house all back to ourselves and they'll all have their own rooms.
Where's she going to?
She's buying a house
Oh, okay.
because after he passed away, it took a couple months for her to get his life insurance and everything. And she kind of was, couldn't really afford to live on her own.
Yeah.
But she got enough from that where she's saving it and then she's going to go buy herself a house. Put a big down payment on a house.
In the same area there where you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
She wants to move to the other side of town. It's about 2-3 miles.
Okay.
It's not too far. Oh, and I got my work vest today. I want because actually who I went to go pick the bikes up from is my friend, the one that I said was the head boss of the company.
Yeah.
And he kind of like gave me my work vest and told me what was going to happen. So I officially start on the 10th of January.
Okay.
I have to do a
Nice.
3-day training course. And then instead of going down by Miami to train, he said he's just going to have me train locally so I won't have to leave. So,
Oh, cool. Yeah, because that way at nighttime you're back home again.
right.
Yep.
I'll be actually training with the crew I'll be working with. So, which honestly, I think is better just because it's the area I'm going to be in. It's the people I'm going to work
and
with.
You get to know who you're working with.
Well, see, this is the cool thing though, is like once he's done training me and I'm on my own, we actually don't ever see each other. Everybody has their own work vehicle and you have a list of things you do every day and you go out by yourself at 7:30 in the morning, you work till 4 and then you come home. The only time you ever see them is like if you're hanging out outside of work. You don't actually really ever see anybody else. You're kind of by yourself 99% of the time.
You said you're going around just scanning the meters, is that?
Well, what it is it's this like laser machine with this like fiber optic cable on it that goes to another machine that you hang on your side, and you shoot the laser where the gas lines are at, and then you shoot it at the meters, and it detects gas leaks.
Oh, okay.
And then that's mainly what I'll be doing. And then he said he'll teach me some other stuff as I progress. And then he said, "Oh, remember how I told you I was only going to get like 50 cents or something
Yeah,
after 6 months?" He upped my pay scale, so I'll get $1 after 6 months.
well, cool.
So, and they can give you, if they feel like you're working good, at any time he can give me a raise. Like he doesn't. It's not like just a yearly thing. Like the bosses can say you're doing really good. I'm going to give you a courtesy 50 cents more an hour.
Good.
So it's pretty cool. I'm excited.
Well, it sounds like if everything goes well, it's gonna be the final stop.
Yeah, because I did almost 6 years with Walmart, and about 4.5 of that was a manager.
Retail will burn you out.
It's, yeah.
Yeah, like during the holidays, the store manager I used to work for, during the holidays, his assistant managers, he'd give them a half a day off. So they had to work 6.5 days every week for like 2 months straight. And I'm talking like, I'm not 8-hour shifts. These were
No.
12, 14, 16-hour shifts every day.
Because they are salary.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And when you break down the amount of hours they're working, they make almost half of what an associate makes per hour. It's insane. Like they only make like $3 or $4 an hour when you actually like break it down for the amount of overtime they work and everything.
This doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
Mhm. It's insane that Walmart even allows that, because there was a manager here about 6 or 7 years ago who actually got a car wreck and got killed on the way home because he was so tired. And Walmart didn't even care. Like they didn't change any policy about how long managers could work or anything.
Yeah, there's multiple layers of suck in retail, but the where they squeeze is the biggest one, because the more you put in, you don't, it's like you don't get it back. They just
Well,
suck.
Yeah, Walmart and Amazon, they are tough companies, man.
Yeah.
Like they're two really tough companies to be in management. And but I mean, you know, the higher you move up, you make really good money with Walmart. You know, the store manager will make 100 to 160,000 a year with bonuses. I mean, they make decent money.
Yeah, but the problem is that you pointed out, they're working twice the amount of time as an auto worker.
Well, see,
Yeah.
when you get this thing though, is when you get up to store management level, you don't really have to. I mean, like my manager, he would work like 8 hours a day, his 5 days a week, and then he would take his 2 days off.
Unless he had to cover somebody else.
But he would force his managers to stay way longer than he would. Like he was tough on them, that's for sure. And they actually are paying employees a lot better than they were, 10 years ago. Like so there's a lot of supervisors now that are kind of like what you want to call like a support manager. They're non-salary, but they're like an assistant. And some of them guys are starting off at like 17, 18 an hour. It's not bad money, that's for sure. It's
No.
just a lot of work.
Dealing with the customers was the other thing that drained me, man. There's some crappy people around here.
Oh, you'd get some weird ones in there, dude. One time I got a guy that I could tell you guys a couple of funny stories. I got a guy one time that brought in a printer and he brought it up to customer service to return it. And I went to go up to check it because we're supposed to inspect all electronics coming back. I opened up the top to check the glass and 220s fall out the top. And he just looking at me and I said, "Sir, is this yours?" No, I don't know how that got in there. Like, come on, man. What he was trying to do is copy money. A lot of the new copiers, when they recognize money, they won't print nothing but a blank page. And so he
Yeah,
realized that.
they have that metal strip in there that
Yeah. And he brought the printer back. And he was like, and I was like, "So this isn't your money?" "Oh, no, I'll take it. But I don't know how it got in there." I was like, okay. And then and this was the weirdest one that I think I can remember. A lady brings a vacuum back, says that it's not sucking properly because her son was playing with it in his bedroom and she caught him. Just use your imagination, because she went into detail like she didn't even care. And so we ended up taking this thing and putting it in a hazmat bag because of possible bodily fluids. That was the weirdest one we ever had. And they let her return it. I was like, oh my God.
Okay, Mike, that's a good idea. Mike's gonna give the Amazon driver a tip. That'd be appreciated on
nice.
Christmas
Yeah,
Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Hey, Covaction, Merry Christmas.
Lynn's mail was just delivered. Because today's the last day for mail delivery till after next week.
I really like that feature on the Amazon app though, where like they're about 6 or 7 stops from your house.
Yeah, oh
And then
yeah,
it will
yeah.
tell you.
Delivery, yeah.
Yeah. So you can be outside like a little kid waiting for your package.
Exactly.
But because that's actually saved my butt a couple times, because there was 2 different times where I was the next stop and I sat there and watched the Amazon driver go to the wrong house. And it was like, hey, over here. And then they realized, they looked at the address and I said, "Hey, I think you're at the wrong house." And they look at the address, look at me, oh, here you go.
Yeah. Marcel says, watch him throw the box, Mike.
Yeah, that's what they do here. And then they take their picture behind the back. Like,
Yeah, did you ever see the video of the Amazon driver that destroyed that front porch during Halloween? He was walking up with a package. He tripped on the stairs and hit his shin. This dude went ape shit on their porch. He's tore up all their decorations, and they caught it all on Ring doorbell camera. He tore the crap out of their porch, and then he goes back in his van, and he's sitting in there for a couple minutes, like contemplating what he did. And he comes back out, and he's got like 3 or 4 20s, and he shows them to the camera like this and puts it in their door, and then walks off. And then he got in his van and drove off. But he went like probably a 10-minute rampage on their front porch and just tore up everything.
Wow.
I saw one where they threw one of those the padded envelopes, and it caught wind and ended up on the roof. So then the Amazon, you see them pacing around, like trying to figure out how they're going to
Take it up there, we delivered it.
get.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right, Lanny. Did end up leaving money for the damage.
Oh, when we watched that on, I think it was Jim's channel, we played it and everybody was watching it on one of the lives. And I was like, man, somebody's got a $200-300 Amazon gift card coming.
Yeah.
Because you know those people called on them anyway. I can almost guarantee it, because
Oh,
that
sure.
video went viral. Call Amazon, just say, "Hey, he destroyed my porch. What are you gonna give me?"
They probably just told him, you order whatever you want and we'll send it to you.
Because honestly, like, the dude could have left the money, but I would have still been pissed.
Yep.
Like,
Oh, yeah, because you
you-
still got to go out and replace everything.
right. And I think if I'm not mistaken, he only left like either around like $60, I think it was, that he showed.
Probably
it looked like-
destroyed $300 or $400 worth.
But yeah, I couldn't say that I wouldn't still call Amazon on because I would have been pissed.
Yeah, they're in Western Sahara Desert now.
Is
So
that the
they-
NORAD?
They're going, they're working across Africa now, and then they'll cross over to South America, I believe, work their way up north. Because here on the East Coast, it's only 6:30, so.
NORAD's got a couple of these babies trailing them.
Yeah, that's what it looks like when you go on that cam that circles around him. Looks like a drone. It's like Paul Murray out there. Yeah, I tried the Mini 2 in sport mode last time I was out. That was kind of fun.
Did you?
Yeah,
What'd you think?
it's a lot harder to control,
Yeah,
but easier to do stuff, but harder to get used to that speed of being able to control it.
yep.
No, surprisingly, it's not much slower than the Air 2. Its top speed, I think, is 38.
Yeah.
And Air 2 is 42 and a half or something like that.
Yep.
But it's a nice little bird though. It's quick.
Yeah, I'm having some fun with it.
I love when my neighbors see me throw the Air 2 in sports mode. They're like, "That thing's fast." I was like, "You should see an FPV drone doing 130." You think
That's
that's
insane.
fast?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a quick drone, but that's one of the reasons I wish they would have with the Air 2S. I wish they would have upped the speed by like 5 or 10 miles an hour. Just because I like the fast, flying when I'm up high. I
Do
think
you
they
guys
should
only look at your screens, or do you, if you can see the drone, are you looking at it at all, or do you only rely on the screen when you're flying for what you can see?
You're supposed to be,
But let's face it, after a couple
everybody
thousand
just
feet,
looks at the screen,
like if I'm just whipping it around my neighborhood, just flying in circles, I'll watch it because I like to, watch it do its little thing. But if you're half a mile out, you can't see that thing.
Well, I don't know. That's what it's funny. They say you need to keep line of sight, but then they make them to where they can go out of sight. So
I mean, it's the same. It's the same concept with cars, right? They say, the highest speed limit in the United States, I think, is what 80 or 85 in Texas. They have one road, but yet cars can do 150, 170
yeah.
miles an hour. It's the
Hey,
same
looky,
thing.
looky, who's in the chat?
Dave
Dave,
Ennis, there we go.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Dave.
But yeah, I mean, it's funny too because that's the same thing with the Mavic 3. That thing can go 10 kilometers now. That's
Jeez.
far.
Yeah, I'm just now getting over the nervousness of it going out of sight at all. 'Cause
See, that's why I think when they did the Mavic 3 and they're calling it OcuSync 3 Plus, I am almost certain that they've hit their limit of what they're allowed by the FCC as signal strength. Because it's only a few, I don't remember what it's called, but it's only like a few numbers higher than the regular OcuSync 3. It's not a big jump. So it's not big enough to where they could call it OcuSync 4. So they're calling it OcuSync 3 Plus. But mine and Jim's theory behind it was that we think that they've hit their limit of what they're allowed to, what the FCC allows as far as the signal strength. I mean, we could be wrong, but that's just our theory behind it. I think they've pushed it right to the max of where they're allowed to have it, and you're probably not going to see much more than that ever again, unless the FCC ups the amount they're allowed to do.
it's a lot of distance.
It is. It's like, the 4G dongles, if you get one of these wing, like the Parrot, what is it, the Parrot Anafi's, Paul?
yeah,
Which one? That's the wing one, right?
right.
Yeah, if you put a 4G LTD dongle on that thing, dude, like Dustin Dunhill, he'll go like 25, 30 miles with that thing because
Jeez.
it's just running off the cell towers. So it's just keeping us constant.
Oh,
nice
who was
strong
it?
signal.
Somebody down in Florida was demonstrating that in Florida, up the east coast of Florida. They were going cell tower to cell tower to cell tower to cell tower. And their discussion was they were going to try and figure out, put a bunch of guys with their cell phones connected or radios at every cell phone tower to keep an eye on. That was a
That's-
year or two ago.
Well, see, that's like the Mavic 3 has the capability of the 4G LTE dongle, but they're not making it available in the US. They won't sell it to you in the United States because they're not I don't know if it's the FAA or the FCC that's banned it, but
We'll be right back.
Come on, Dave, join us for a few minutes.
But honestly, I don't think they need to go higher than OcuSync 3 Plus anyway, because they're getting to the point where their range is outdoing the batteries anyway. So what's the point? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't ever go more than a mile and a half anyway. The most I'll ever go is about a mile and a half. And I usually flip around and come back. I don't need to go 4 or 5 miles. Like, that's pretty far.
Yeah, MGE says it quite, tight spaces, yes, he'll watch the drone. Not tight spaces, he'll watch the monitor.
Well, like I said, when I'm 300-400 feet in the air, I'll watch the monitor. Now I will occasionally, even if I can't see the drone, I'll occasionally look up around the airspace just to see if I see anything. But normally, yeah, I'm just focused on the monitor. But every minute or so, I'll look up, kind of look around, see if I hear or see anything.
Right.
Because the small planes over my house are very rampant. They're all the time over my house. So I have to be careful.
Oh, Mike says 5 stops away. He's getting excited.
And go out there and jump the damn Amazon driver. Oh, when I was waiting for my Air 2 to get here, I was sitting there and it said 2 stops away, right? And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden it shows the driver going all the way across town. And I'm like, oh, what the hell's going on? And then it says 1 stop away and he's coming back. And then all of a sudden he just stops in this random neighborhood and he's just sitting there for like 30 minutes. And I'm getting so nervous. I'm like, dude, he's about to drop this fucking $1,000 drone at the wrong house. And I was getting so scared. And all of a sudden he comes pulling up to the house like 30 minutes later. And he's like, oh, he goes, I'm sorry if the app told you I was on my way. I was on lunch. I couldn't be mad at him, but I was just, nervous because it was 2 days before the drone meetup. And that's why I was ordering it. So like I was trying to get it all ready to go for that, get it in, get everything charged
MGE
up.
flies his Mini out to 3 kilometers almost every flight.
How far is that in miles? I do Imperial.
A kilometer is less than a mile, so that'd be about 2.5 miles, 2.25.
I think the farthest I've ever taken my Air 2 out was a little over 2 miles. And then it started kind of cutting out though. And I flipped it around and brought it back. But that's only because I'm in the middle of a city. So I've never really took it out to a really, really
Dave, it
desolate.
was good seeing you, Dave. Merry Christmas. He's got to go.
Take care, Dave.
Later, Dave.
And Justin, the device you use for your screen, do you have it active, like the cell service on it, or are you using an old?
Oh no, it's just my cell phone.
Okay.
It's an iPhone 10 XR.
So I'm using one that's not activated, so I don't have the maps and stuff like that when I'm flying.
Yeah, the only thing that limits you from not having service is unlocking geo zones. But you can do that on the computer before you leave your house. You can go on DJI's website and do it.
I gotta
If you
figure
know
the
where you're
compass
going.
out. Is there something I have to set up for the compass, or do I just need to find somewhere in there where it shows direction? Because I'm not seeing it on the the main screen. I don't see where it says what direction I'm.
Oh, he's talking about, in the old ones, they used to have the rosebud with the pointer showing which way it was going. And I don't think that is on the mini.
Okay,
Now, it's all up to date though, right?
it should be. Yeah, I had to do a bunch of updates when I got it.
Okay. Yeah, because they changed that one on, I think there are two too, didn't they, Paul, at some
Yep.
point?
Yep.
It got changed. Yeah, because I remember it disappeared
Yep.
and I was flying at the drone meetup and I was like, where the hell's my map at? I couldn't
Yeah.
find it. And one of the other guys had to show me. He was like, yeah, you didn't realize. I said, well, I haven't flown it since I did the update. And he was able to show me and it popped up. It was in the bottom corner. But yeah, the only thing you're limited to is not using geo zones, unlocking them, and requesting like a flight plan, like if you're in a place where you got to request permission.
Right.
But you can, like I said, if you know where you're going, you
Set
can
it.
pinpoint it. You
In
can do all that
advance,
before you
yep.
leave. Or if you have a cell phone that you have regular service on, you can at least have air maps and stuff on that one and request your flight plans like that.
True. All
It
right.
doesn't have to be on the same device.
Okay. I mean, I could just activate that phone, but I don't know. It's a pain. I don't want to go through all that crap.
What kind of phone is it?
It's actually better than the one I'm using. Well, I have. It's a Samsung Galaxy 9, I think.
Okay.
And I use like a knock. It's like $1. I paid $1 through Boost. It's like an A20 or something Samsung.
See, I was using an iPad mini 4, but it was only a 16 gig and it was freezing up really bad when I was flying with it. Because it's kind of, those are getting a little outdated. And so a lot of people have issues with the mini 4 of the CPU. It'll actually give you a warning and say CPU is being overloaded or it's reaching its max.
Right.
And that's the issue I had. I would keep getting that error, and then in the middle of flights, that would just start freezing.
Oof.
And it was just really annoying. So I ended up giving it to my daughter. I like to fly with Apple, but man, their iPads are expensive.
That's what I was looking at, tablets first, but then I saw that I'd have to get a special holder for because it's bigger than. So I was like, I'll try to find a phone then.
You got to get something like that there. Like you can flip this one sideways, and instead of putting the tablet in long ways, which it wouldn't fit, you would just flip it like that and then put the tablet in like that.
Okay.
Santa is over London, England.
Is that using the original? Okay, yeah, I see. Cool.
And these are super cheap. This one I only paid like, I think $10 or $15 for on Amazon. They're not expensive at all.
I'm not having any issue with the phone. Like I was thinking maybe it'd be too small, but it seems okay. I can see good enough.
Well, it's really on your vision too, you know. And don't take this the wrong way, Paul, but some of the older guys that can't see as well, the smaller phones aren't really
Yep.
that great. But like my phone,
I
can
had
see
the big crystal sky, the big one.
Mhm.
And I'm not using it ever since I bought the third time. I bought a smart controller for use, and I'm getting really used to the smart controller. I just hold it closer to my kisser,
So a smart controller has everything all in one.
Yep, all in one, and it's got the brightness and
Yeah, it's got a really high nit rate, which cell phones have high nit rates, but then they'll drop
it'll
down.
overheat too.
Yeah, and then they'll start dropping down. Like there's times where I can't see my phone outside because it gets so bright. But then they have like my thing has a sunshade that goes over it that will go around the phone. So it kind of gives it a nice little sunshade barrier.
See this, the smart controller doesn't overheat, and neither does the Crystal Sky has an internal fan.
Mhm.
The screen on that smart controller looks pretty big too.
It's good size.
I think they're what 5.5 or
I
6,
think that's-
something like that.
5.5, yeah.
Yeah.
But my smart controller is like 8.75 or something. Not my smart controller. my Crystal Sky. Big.
Was it hard to get used to the screen being below the controls like that, or?
No,
See, that's why I like these kind of adapters, because on those controllers, it puts the phone over top of your hands. So it kind of is like right in your face and it's not in the way of your hands, you know? So you like that?
well,
I
see,
like these.
the smart controller, when you hold it, okay, you got the screen is here, and you got your sticks are out here, so you're really cupping it, you
Is
know?
that how you?
I'm a thumber.
I do thumbs too.
Yeah.
No, I'm the same way.
So
Now,
I
see,
play
like-
video games, so that it's the same.
Like this is the Mini 2 controller. I was the Air 2S or the Air 2 controller I had there second. But like these controllers, they're not wide enough to hold my phone. They don't extend far enough, so I have to use one of these. And I just pop it in like that. And then just pop my phone in like that.
Yeah, it's pretty slick.
And you're good to go.
It's nice to be appreciated.
Shut up, Siri. And then this thing, what's cool too is like a lot of these, you know, when you take them apart,
Hold up. Yep.
yeah, they'll fold up real nice. So you see, like this one comes apart like that. So that's pretty much your whole thing there. So if you're like me, I carry everything in the backpack, so it's good. So is this like your first drone, the Mini 2, or what?
Yeah. Yeah, my dad had a crappy little one that kind of put us both off drones.
Well, what you might want to do is consider saving a little bit of money up and then try to find a smart controller. Maybe a used one that's good shape.
This is my baby right here. That's the Air 2 right there. That's the next, that would be your next step up from the Mini 2, and then you'd have the Air 2S after this one.
Do those
This
still
is a-
fold up or not?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But I
He's
got the extension.
He's got extension legs on it.
The
Okay.
best, I would say third-party pieces, like different accessories to buy, is PGY Tech. They make really good third-party accessories for your drones, like the extension legs, the sunshades that go around here, different things like that. And then if you want to get the anti-collision lights, I personally, I know other people out there will recommend these little cheapy ones on Amazon, but I wouldn't. It's these guys right here. Hold on.
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus. Turn off. All right. These are the Firehouse
Yep.
Arc V5. And these things are actually rated for 3 statute miles. And I have a red and a white one. And
You
they
fly a
just
lot at night?
every once in a while, but actually, like me and Paul were talking the other day, they're actually good too for daytime because birds don't like flashing lights.
Oh yeah, I heard you saying. Yeah. I actually had a bird kind of messing with me a little bit already.
But see, I have like these little Velcro pieces on here. Oh, that's the wrong side. And they just Velcro, and I have one on each side, and they'll just flash back and forth. But they're really bright, but they're a little pricey though. My set I think was around $60 for the set of them.
Yeah, I've thought about going out at
And
night.
you charge them up, and they're good for like what, 4 or 5 hours, aren't they?
Yeah, I've only ever charged them up once since I've owned them, and I've had them for close to a year now. And I've only ever charged them up one time. Granted, I don't put them on every single time I go out, but I try to as much as I can.
Yeah, I had a seagull that looked like he was kind of pushing me away. I didn't stick around long enough to see if he was angry at me, but he sure looked like he was.
Serious?
Yeah.
Well, what you gotta watch out for is hawks.
Oh, yeah. Paul is correct on that. Those are some feisty birds right there.
And fast.
I had one chasing me in sports mode on the air too, and it almost was catching up with me. But the air too was a little bit more agile as far as turning and stuff. So, but usually they don't mess with. I don't know. I've never seen, although I could be wrong. I've never really seen hawks go at the big drones, but I've seen them go after like minis and like small FPV drones and stuff, like the real small ones, like little tiny, tiny hawks and stuff. They love to go after those. But I had a hawk attacking Dan's little tiny hawk at the park, and he threw up that 5-inch, and that hawk didn't want anything to do with that thing. That 5-inch started whipping around at 100 miles an hour. Oh, he was done. That hawk, he took off after that.
He was embarrassed.
Well, those drones are loud too, though, and they're fast. Like, a bird ain't gonna catch no FPV drone. I don't care how quick they are.
I don't know if Marcel's asking if those strobes are waterproof. I don't know if they are or not, because they got a battery there.
I mean, they're all enclosed in a case, and I know the charging port has a rubber seal on it. But honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I thought they were all rated weather resistant, not.
Yeah. And I don't really want to test it and dunk my $70 lights in the water, but
Sounds like a video.
yeah, my channel ain't that big yet where I can
Mike
just be
says,
destroying random crap.
Mike says he gave the driver his present and he loved it, made it a friend for life. Right.
There you go.
You just kicked him and took the van, you know that. He said, "Merry Christmas" as he's driving off with his Amazon van.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think we're getting ready to call it here pretty soon. We've been on almost a couple hours, and I want to thank everybody for coming in. JD, it's always a pleasure. And Justin, you're always welcome, my friend. And
Yeah, I appreciate it.
everybody in the chat have a great new Christmas Eve and an even better Christmas tomorrow. Don't know if I'll be on tomorrow or not, but just check.
All right. I'll look for you. Merry
Okay,
Christmas, everybody.
Thanks for coming in.
And if you,
Go ahead, Justin.
I was gonna say, if you guys want to jump over, Matt Northeast is doing his show. He just started
Yep, there you go, Matt. Northeast.
Drone Productions.
Yep, Northeast Drone Productions.
All
Okay,
right.
everybody, take care and God bless everybody, and see you all next time.
Adios.